Hey there, it's your Bill Estate Agent, and I'm here with another podcast series of Shop Local. And today I have a really great guest. It's kind of going to be a very interesting interview, I think. It's Bart Schwartz with Cosmic Design Studios.
Thanks, Bill. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, hey, Bart, thanks for being here today, and I'm excited. So, pool design, that's what Bart and his group does. But first, we are going to ask you your real estate question of the day. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right. So, when shopping for your house, what is the one feature you have to have, and the one thing you need in any real estate purchase you make?
Well, for me, obviously, it's got to be something with outdoor living involved, whether it's a pool or an outdoor kitchen or a wonderful deck, just that outdoor space that ties the living area of the inside to the outside.
All right. Well, I would have won that bet. That's what I would have guessed today, considering this cool job that you have. So I'm going to let you take it away, but I know you've been in the financial industry for many years, and in the last few years, you joined up with Cosmic Design. And tell us about it. What do you guys do, and how can we get one?
Absolutely. Had a 30-year wonderful career in the financial services, insurance, and investment industry. And a couple of years back was inspired by Chris Carter and his wife, Masha, who started Cosmic with a really, really neat idea. And it was running a pool and outdoor living company differently than the way everyone else did. So after a lot of conversation, I came on board about 2 years ago, and business is booming.
Nice. Well, yeah, I know during COVID especially, a lot of people, it made sense for a lot of people to say, we need something else we can do outside, and probably for living space as well, just to kind of have some separation. And I think that probably boosted a lot. But you guys take it to the next level, right? And,
thank you.
Do some awesome designs and really unique things. And are you guys focused primarily here in Roswell, or where do you?
Yeah, I've been living in Roswell for the past 26 years. Big fan of the city. Just love Roswell. Mm-hmm. So obviously, I want to do as much work as we can up here, but we'll work pretty much anywhere within an hour of Atlanta.
Okay.
Just to stay efficient with our crews.
Sure.
And we're true design and build. So not just the design piece, not just the architectural design piece, but also the construction piece.
Well, I think that is so important. In the design industry myself, in my past life, I do having someone that knows the design that can then translate it to actual installation is huge. And so having that all in house, I think probably helps it go pretty seamlessly.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
And we're one of very few pool companies that has the design capabilities that we have. We've got 4 full-time designers plus Chris that all have either extensive design or architectural backgrounds. They're not commissioned salespeople like they are at most pool companies. They don't sell. These guys just design, and they do amazing work.
Okay, yeah. Well, so let me ask you, so what's the craziest request you've ever had so far since you've been at the company?
Yeah. I don't know about craziest request. I mean, we've worked on some pretty significant projects. We've got one right now, actually over in the Beaufort area, that's going to top out. It's going to be a complete outdoor. We wouldn't call it a remodel, but construction process with a huge pool, a huge grotto, a ton of stonework, a motor court out front, a auxiliary building out back, a full court basketball court, and it's going to top out at about $1.4 million.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's
a lot of elements.
That's
a lot of elements.
Awesome. Well, and so from the landscaping standpoint, are you guys full service landscape, irrigation, everything?
We'll do all that as well.
Okay,
yeah, we'll do all the design with landscape architecture, and we'll do the landscape plan, the site plan, the planting plan, and the installation of that as well with in-house crews.
So you guys can really just take the basic yard and turn it into an backyard oasis.
That's the idea, and that's the word, right? That's the one everybody uses. And we like to come at it from that holistic standpoint. Mm-hmm. Come at it where we're not just designing a swimming pool or individual elements. Even if our clients don't have the budget to install everything at once, the proper planning up front where you put all of those elements, the pool house, the outdoor kitchen, anything they might want to add in the future that really ties everything together.
It's great. That's smart to master plan the whole program. So at the end of it, everything, it does seem like it's flowed seamlessly.
It avoids that Wizard of Oz effect where people drop things in, you know, just kind of willy-nilly. Yeah.
Right. So, well, cool. Well, okay. So as far as pools, if I came to you next week and said, Bart, I want to put in a pool, where do we go from there? And how long does it take?
Yeah, that's one of two questions that I get every time I go to a cocktail party, right?
Sure it is.
How long and how much? Right. And the biggest piece of the how long question is going to come from where you are geographically. What's your municipality and how long is the permitting process? Inside the perimeter, certain municipalities in town, it might take us several months to get a permit, whereas we come further out, you know, that process is going to be more a matter of weeks than months.
Okay.
But if we take a full custom design, that might take us a few weeks to a month, and then maybe we've got a month or two, depending upon where we're at, maybe 3 for the permitting process, then we're looking to break ground within 2 weeks of receiving that permit. And then our average construction time, we're looking at usually 8 to 12 weeks, depending upon, you know, the scope of the project.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say to time of year, like the weather, spring weather.
Everything's weather dependent. Yeah. Everything's weather dependent.
That rain.
Yeah.
So, well, good. Okay. So that's not horrible though. I mean, and definitely to have it all ends with a pool.
Right.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
remember we moved into a new house a couple of years ago, and my next door neighbors the next Monday started construction on their pool, and every morning, you know, at 7:30, we were hearing the backhoe backing up and all that. And I kept telling them, I'm like, if this wasn't going to end with a pool, I'd be really upset right now. But
it is.
They have a beautiful pool.
Yeah, it is a process, and you know, like any other construction process,
of course,
you got to break an egg or two, right?
Sure. Well, cool. Well, one thing I want to do, I'll ask you now just so I don't forget, but how can people find you? Like, where are you on social media, your websites, and all that? Can
everywhere.
You share that?
Everywhere, absolutely. CosmicDesign.studio is our website.
Okay.
We also have a presence with Instagram, on LinkedIn, as well as on Facebook. If you just Google Cosmic Design Studio,
everything will come up.
You can find it all, and we've got some really cool stuff out there.
Okay, and you also have
a
great
YouTube channel.
Right, I was gonna say you were just telling me about that.
That's right.
There's some good videos, and you can see a lot of their work on the YouTube channel. So good. Well, I wanted to get that in before I ended and forgot.
No, which
could happen.
So, appreciate it.
Yeah. So you said, I know you and I have met. We're both in like the networking the circles of kind of the North Fulton area. As far as you're from Roswell. You've lived here. What is the furthest you've gone? Will you go up to the Lake Lanier, and all that kind of stuff?
And,
okay.
We'll travel for the right project, right?
Sure.
But we do work up on the Lake Lanier. We do work south of the city. More of our work is north of the city and inside the perimeter.
Okay.
We basically will follow wherever the $1 million plus houses are.
Gotcha. And then as far as that, you'd say you're primarily residential in who you do design for, not necessarily. Would you work with some builders and developers?
Well, we work with a number of builders. We work with some really great high-end custom builders. It's almost become standard to put a beautiful pool behind a really big, nice house.
Sure, right.
And people are really looking for that. So we do work directly with builders all the time.
Do a lot of builders go ahead and put in a pool on a spec home?
Actually, we're seeing it more and more.
Yeah,
particularly on that higher end. And we're seeing, as you know, we're seeing builders really push the high end on spec homes now, where they are multi-million-dollar spec homes out there. We're currently doing a project down in Morningside, and they're pushing about 4.2 on a spec home.
Okay.
And they're giving us a great budget to really get creative in the backyard.
Really have that
and
wow
the pool
factor.
is just, it's beautiful. Yeah, the design is really going to be great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and then material-wise, do you mostly do like gunite pools typically, or
we're all concrete pools.
Yeah,
we're all concrete
everything's
pools.
in, right?
And the advantages there, obviously, we can do any shape, size, dimension.
Forms.
So we're really able to take an architectural approach to what we do. We don't use any templates. We're not going 32 by 16 on everything that we do, because it's got to fit the architecture of the house. Chris Carter, who started our company, is an architect graduate out of Georgia Tech. So everything we look at, it comes from using the architectural principles, circulation, flow, program, really kind of taking a higher end approach.
Yeah. Well, your work is beautiful. And again, go check out the YouTube channel and see some of it, and then give Bart a call, because Yeah, we'd love to. I know you'd love even more.
Hey,
right?
if I could work in Roswell or in the local North Fulton area, we certainly love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're happy to do that.
Yeah, and well, from a real estate side, I love having great vendor resources, and Bart is one of my favorite guys to refer out. And so if you ever are thinking about a pool or even just outdoor living, expanding your outdoor living space, let me know or give Bart a call directly. But well, Bart, anything else you'd like to share?
That's pretty much it.
We covered it.
Yeah, we like to do cool stuff,
Yeah.
and we like to work in the area with nice folks. I mean, it's a great job. I get to go out and talk
It
to
is.
really cool people about doing fun things in their backyard. It beats selling insurance.
Yeah. Well, excellent. Well, thank you for coming on today. So you get, I know this is what you've been waiting
That's why
for,
I'm here.
the whole reason. Some Bill Estate swag before he leaves here. So here we go. We've got your notepad, your pen, your koozie, and of course your Bill Estate shirt, which is a must-have in any wardrobe.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And guys, just remember, when you're ready to sell or buy, call your Bill Estate agent. He's your guy.